Anytime we go to a salad bar or we're at a casino or something and we're eating at the restaurant, instead of going to the carved meats like the freshly roasted turkeys or the roast beef, Eric fills his entire plate or bowl full of pudding. Banana pudding, vanilla pudding, chocolate pudding, every kind of pudding. He will show up with a big, huge bowl. So I started making him homemade chocolate pudding, and he absolutely loves it. I'm Amy, and I am on a mission to become a better cook. Hit the subscribe button below and the bell to join me. So now, let's make homemade chocolate pudding. Okay, so to make the pudding, we need a double boiler. And what a double boiler basically is it's a pan of water with a second container over the top. This is because you don't want the direct heat on the pudding, otherwise you'll scorch it. We will be moving it over to direct heat, but at first when we heat up, we want a gentle heat up. So if you don't have a double boiler like this is an all-clad. It comes with a 2-quart saucepan, and it also comes with this. It is the double boiler part. This is made out of ceramic, so we're going to have to dump the water out because most double boilers are made like stainless steel. So if you don't have one of these, just use the saucepan, get a stainless steel bowl or a glass bowl over the top of it. So you're going to put the water underneath, and then you're going to put your double boiler in here. You don't want the water to hit the bottom of the bowl. You just want it below it so it'll simmer nice underneath it. So we're going to be using whole milk. We're going to be using 3 cups total, but we're going to start out with like 3/4 of that to get this going. So I'm going to measure out 2 cups and put that in our double boiler. And also about 1/4 cup. I over poured. That's about 1/4 cup into our double boiler.
Worst case, if it doesn't turn out, just use a straw instead of a spoon.
Yeah. And then we're going to use 1.5 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. We have Ghirardelli here. Woo! We're going to turn our burner on. We're going to let it come to a gentle boil, and it's going to start heating our milk mixture. So you can see that our water has come to a boil, and you can cover this every once in a while just to start heating it faster, but you want to stir it occasionally because you don't want that chocolate to scorch. So what we're going to do is once all this is melted and combined, then we'll put in the rest of the ingredients. So in here I have the rest of the milk. I have 3/4 of a cup of milk. I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. That's going to make it pudding up, right? We're going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You want pure vanilla, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to mix this up. You just got to let this cornstarch dissolve in here. Sort of like a slurry, but with milk and sugar, right? So I'm going to take this off and empty out this water out of this pan. You definitely won't have to do this step if you have a stainless steel double boiler. Okay, so I got my chocolate into the saucepan, and you want to keep stirring because you don't want to scorch your chocolate. And we have our milk and sugar and cornstarch mixer here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pour this into our pudding. For pudding. And we're gonna keep stirring this. We're gonna bring it to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, we're gonna cook it about a minute. So we're just gonna continue to stir it and let it heat up.
Real quick, but I think it's boiling. We're at 2:07 for those that are keeping track at home.
Okay, so we are at a boil.
And it's thick.
It's very thick.
Ready to stick it off?
It's got to cook for 1 minute.
Looks like Old Faithful or something.
Woo! Just keep stirring it, because otherwise it will stick to the bottom. Woo!
Yeah, I would turn the heat down. You only got another 20 seconds, Boo. Can you handle it? 10 seconds, Boo.
9, 8, 7, 6. Time's up.
Yeehaw!
Woo! Okay. So we're gonna take this off here. So I have a glass bowl here. I'm just gonna pour this into the glass bowl. Woo!
No.
That looks like pudding. My little pudding. Wow. It's chocolatey, that's for sure.
That's thick too.
Yeah. So we're gonna let this cool here. And once it's cool enough, we want to completely chill it. So we're gonna let it cool so we don't heat up the refrigerator. Once it cools down, we're gonna put some plastic wrap on it, and we're gonna push the plastic wrap to the surface so we don't form a skin on it. Then we're gonna put it in the refrigerator, completely cool it down, and Eric's gonna have him some pudding.
I'm gonna have me a pudding feast.
Pudding party. So we'll be back. Okay, the pudding is all chilled. It's been in the refrigerator for quite a while. And we're gonna go ahead, we put this skin, this thing on here so it wouldn't develop a skin. And whoo, I got this little fancy thing right here. Eric picked the plate out for me. So I'm just going to spoon our pudding into our pudding cup.
I can save you some trouble.
Huh?
I can save you some trouble.
Oh, spoon it right in your mouth.
Spoon's optional.
Ooh, it looks like pudding. It looks like pudding.
I don't know. Bring it closer.
How much pudding should we give him?
Top her off, baby.
It's quite a bit of pudding there.
Okay.
Okay, so I did something kind of silly. I've got our whipped cream. We just made this in the NutriMill Artiste. And I'm going to give Eric a little fanciness. We'll see what I can do here. I've got a piping bag prepared with a tip. I've got a large tip on here, so we will see how that goes. I'm going to take this whipped cream and I'm going to put it into our piping bag here. Ooh, getting fancy like. I don't know if we're going to put that much on this one pudding.
You can pipe it on the rest of that.
It's coming out. So I shouldn't have put so much in here. Let's do a little piping of the whipped cream. Ooh. Yeah, right? That looks pretty good. Yeah! And I'm gonna I got a little bit of chocolate here with my microplane. I'm just gonna grate a little chocolate on top of there. Look at that. That is amazing. Give us a little on the plate for drama. Now Eric can come take a taste.
So now the fun part, at least the part that I've been waiting for, right? Confirmation how tasty this is. I'll give you a hint. I think it's going to taste pretty good. So we have whipped cream, we have little sprinklies of a chocolate bar, and we got all the goodness underneath, right? So, I don't know. Should I go for the balanced taste, boo-boo? Get a little of all of it.
Go for it.
Ooh. Ooh. Mmm. Creamy and smooth. That's all I can say. Oh, and by the way, when the recipe, when you say, that doesn't seem like a lot of chocolate, I got news for you. It's plenty. You know, ooh. It tastes wonderful. Mmm. I'd offer you some, boo-boo, but
Can't have it.
we'd have to make it non-dairy, non-chocolate. I don't know how fun that'd be. So. Mmm. Chocolate pudding. Made simple.
So guys, that is my simple chocolate pudding. Beats the heck out of the stuff you get at the salad bar.
Salad bar, the grocery market, right? There's some good stuff here.
Yeah. Go ahead and try it. Make your own pudding. You will absolutely love it, and your kids will really love it. Mm-hmm. If you like this video, please subscribe below. Leave me a comment and a like, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. I'm also on Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook. You can catch me on Facebook at my group, facebook.com/groups/Amy Learns to Cook, and on Instagram, I'm at Cooking with Amy. Jeez, babe.
Chub.
Savor it, savor it.
Oh, I forgot. It's got a nutty bouquet.
Nutty?
I don't know. It's got a bouquet of being gone. Mm. Making some pudding! Intro,
Pudding. I want pudding.
Yeah.
Pudding! Hi, Pudding.
Ah.
Hi, Pudding.
Back to the pudding!
Pudding.